Hey there, Internet. Yesterday was a momentous occasion in the history of the music industry.
And also our lives, but that's a little less important.
Because we've lived here for a whole month.
Yay.
But this video is mostly about the music history one because, find the right side up, this came out.
Hi, Taylor Swift. You look like you just got out of the shower.
Tay-Tay stopped by to say hey hey. So we thought, to celebrate / tap into that search relevancy, we would do our reactions to the music listening to it for the first time. We were gonna do it yesterday, but then sunset and bad planning on my part, so we're doing it today.
And to up the basic factor, we got peppermint mochas.
From Starbucks, #nonspawn.
Not a thing.
Check Twitter, guys. It's a thing. Time for track 1.
Are you ready for it?
So this is one of the songs that we've already heard before because it was a single.
It was the second one released, and by far my favorite of the singles.
I think it's a good song to go like this to, and it starts off the album okay. I don't love to listen to it.
It's a good one to work out to. Get swole.
Track 2.
I wanna be your endgame, endgame.
This song reminds me why I hate the tendency of pop songs to just repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
I didn't like it. Okay, that's not true. I liked the Ed Sheeran verse, was my favorite part of the whole thing.
You know, fulfilling everyone's fantasy of a ginger rapper. No. However, it does break the Guinness World Record for saying the name of an album the most times in one song.
Next one, please.
Track number 3.
They say I did something bad.
Musically, I really like this song.
I also really like this song.
I'm a big fan of really aggressive, grungy synth in music. That's why I love Lorde so much.
The grungy synth was my nickname in high school. Anyway, I like this vastly more than Endgame. Not too much negative to say about it.
Other than the message is garbage.
Don't make me love, make me crazy.
I've come across a common theme. The title of the song kind of points it out.
Victim complex.
Yeah. So I feel like when we get to Look What You Made Me Do, that's gonna be maybe a turning point.
Hopefully. I don't want the whole album to just be, gosh guys, you're mean. On the flip side, one of my favorite things in music is like a really anthemic build toward the end where it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and this song has that in spades. So...
In spades?
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
It's an idiom that I don't know the origin of it at all.
Great.
Track 5.
Cause I know that it's delicate.
Okay, before we start track 5...
We got into 2 seconds of track 5.
And she has already used the word reputation again.
We get that the name of your album is Reputation.
It's all about that brand recognition. I'm thankful that this is a song not about her. I mean, it's clearly a very Taylor-focused album. Look at it.
With Sparks Fly, 1989, Red, there were songs that I listened to and I immediately was like, this is like, I love this song. With this album, I just don't have that. As far as that song, I mean, I don't hate it. What do you think?
I think on to track 6.
Oh, look what you made me do.
You know how she was talking about how there was no song on the album that she's like, wow, this is instantly a wonderful song. This, to me, is instantly a wonderful song. I loved it the moment I heard it, and I've loved it ever since, and I've played it like 40 times on my Google Play. You can check.
Yeah, that's true. The one thing that I don't like about it, and
Which is the best part of the song.
First of all, you don't even know what I'm gonna say.
I do. It's the part where she talks, because you hate the parts where Taylor Swift talks, and I love the parts where Taylor Swift talks. The old Taylor can't come to the phone right now, cause she's dead. It's a work of art. Track number 7.
So it goes.
I don't know, it all just seems the same. She is a very good lyricist. Is that a word?
That is a word.
Huh.
That's your vocab word for today, kids. Lyricist.
In that regard, I would say that it's good.
That being said, most of these songs don't have nearly as strong hooks as she is known for. Like Taylor Swift, you think there's one line from all of her songs where you're like, yeah, I could sing that forever. This song especially...
So it goes.
So it goes. So we're gonna go on to track 8.
You're so gorgeous.
So when this single came out, we both hated it.
I really don't like gorgeous at the beginning.
Even gorgeous in the rest of the song, the chorus part, definitely the weakest part of the song. I like the overall music. It's got like a fun marimba-y thing in the background.
It's a breath of fresh air for the album, so like this is kind of just like, wow.
Something that's not the same song again. Track number 9.
Let's go.
Driving the getaway car.
This is a song that you could drive to.
I get it. It's a getaway car. The song feels very much like a 1989 style song, like maybe it got cut off that album and so she reused it on this one, but I'm okay with that because overall, I think that I enjoy listening to 1989 a lot more than I've enjoyed listening to this album so far.
I actually really enjoyed this. I don't know, just something you would drive in a getaway car. Not really any complaints other than the fact that she says getaway car about 100 times in the last minute of the song.
I'm curious as to whether the whole album says the word reputation more times than this song says the words getaway car. Someone put up a chart. Track number 10.
King of my heart, body and soul.
Right off the bat, I feel like this song betrays the influence that 21 Pilots has had on the pop music industry, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a staunch 21 Pilots fan. They were the original people to just like take random genres and shove them into one song with no transition whatsoever, and now even Tay-Tay's doing it. There's not much else to say about this one, it's just kind of like, man. However, it does carry on that tried and true Taylor Swift tradition of ending a song with a sentence fragment from the chorus that then echoes off and fades away.
Echo, echo.
Track 11, track 11, track 11.
Dancing with our hands tied, hands tied.
One thing I have to say about this song, and that is that the first verse,
You good?
doing great. The first verse starts out with a really promising 80s style beat on like a drum machine, and I love that because I love 80s pop. But then it gets to the chorus and it just devolves into the same old like modern pop music garbage.
Is this what everyone does?
This is what everyone does. I've been to the clubs a lot.
I wish I had more to say.
Maybe we can address some things in the next track.
Only about this dress so you could take it off.
I feel like this song sums up everything I hate about pop music, which is just utterly indistinguishable repetition with trash thrown into the lyrics to make it sell.
Wow.
Sorry, that's me mind dumping on you guys.
If there was any doubt that the old Taylor is dead, this kind of brings it to light that she's not 14 anymore. She's not like, she's 28. She's an adult. She is a businesswoman. She's
Apparently not wearing a dress anymore.
she's a woman and
She's Tay-Tay. I'm gonna make that a thing.
oh, please stop.
But overall, I feel like this song is Taylor doing her best Lorde impression, which is great because I like Lorde a lot, but bad because it's not a very good impression. Maybe track 13 will be better.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I feel like I've just done this for most of those shots. In short, I like this song. Might take some time to decide whether Look What You Made Me Do and This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. She needs to shorten her song titles. Might take some time to decide which one of those I like more, but I like this one.
I quick skimmed an article while we were listening to the song about all of like the little sneaky references that Taylor's been throwing into her songs because I mean, this entire album, she's been throwing shade to a lot of people, and she's very clever.
I like the part at the end where she's like talking about all the people that aren't upset with her, like her friends and her mom.
And her cats.
She's focusing on the more redemptive things rather than the rest of the album, which is like bad people. Also, she references The Great Gatsby, and who doesn't love F. Scott Fitzgerald?
I've never read it. I'm so sorry. Speaking of Fitzgerald, today is the 42nd anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald sinking in Lake Superior.
Apparently that's a boat that Michigan people learn about. I've never heard of it before.
History.
You may call it history. I'm gonna call it what I want.
So call it what you want, yeah, call it what you want to.
So this is the fourth single that Taylor came out with before the album was released, and
I think it's the least unique of the singles. I can kind of tell why the other three were chosen as singles because they're the standout songs
Right.
stylistically. This one very much falls into certainly the style of the first half of the album, which means in the context of the album, it's kind of a letdown because you've had this progression beginning to end, and then it's like throwback to what it was, which in my taste is not what I want it to be.
I mean, there's definitely a reason that she chose the songs in this order
I'm sure.
specifically, and so obviously I don't know what it is. You probably don't know what it is.
No, she actually called me.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, you should put them in this order, Tay-Tay.
I like the verses. Like the first verse is my favorite part of the entire song because it's kind of her standing up for herself against all of the haters or whatever, and what you've done to me has made me stronger, and I'm a big fan of that. So
But any song that uses fit and fly in the chorus, I'm just like, man, could this song get any more lit, fam?
oh, that sounds so foreign coming out of your mouth.
Yeah, it should sound foreign coming out of everyone's mouth, but this is 21st century America, and it's not. So let's see how track 15 ends the album.
I'll be cleaning up bottles with you on New Year's Day.
I really, really like this song.
I also really like this song.
I understand that artists have to grow and change, and I don't inherently have a problem with that. The problem I have with Taylor's whole dealio right now is she is a massively talented singer-songwriter. She's just really good at it, and she is forcefully choosing to abandon that in pursuit of something that she's not that good at. I just feel like she has a whole lot more potential that she's choosing to ignore in favor of perhaps something that she thinks is more culturally and socio-economically viable, and that makes me sad anytime I see an artist do something like that.
I really, really liked this song, like, so much. Maybe part of it is because, like, I connect more with New Year's Day than, like, Gorgeous, because I'm married, so I don't, like, connect so easily with that song.
It
But,
definitely has a much more positive message than anything else on the entire album.
you know, it's not bad for her to want to grow and try new things and everything, but that, I don't know, that was just, I mean, it's in my top 3 favorite songs on the whole album. I really, really enjoyed that.
So, to conclude, I don't really feel like there's anything we need to say because chances are you've probably already listened to the entire thing as long as you listen to things on iTunes or buy physical CDs because every other streaming service is just left in the dust until next week sometime. Beside the point, let's rate it even though we haven't rated anything else. Maybe a 2.
I was gonna give it a 3 out of 5.
This has been Reputation, a review of Taylor Swift's reputational review, Reputation.
I think that's how many times she says it in the album.
Do you think she'll get mad at us for saying it as many times? Should we go get a getaway car? Until next week, deuces.